Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. Thanks for joining me. However this finds you, I hope that it finds you well. Go ahead right now do it. Go ahead on and like as well as subscribe. If you are new here, thank you so much for joining me. We are excited to have you. Welcome. And if you are returning, welcome back. We are not here today for a long time, but we are here for a good time. If you are like me, you are using the holiday to cozy up with a plate, as you should, and binge watch a bunch of stuff. I got something for you. Enter season 2 of Reasonable Doubt. I know I promised y'all that I would get into it, and I am a woman of my word, as I say. And so here we are. Well, I know I'm late, but fashionably, we have on our business attire today because we are getting down to business. I'll be honest, Reasonable Doubt 2 gave us everything that needed to be give. The series is on Hulu, y'all. It has explosive drama, it has flawless styling, it has a dope soundtrack. All of these songs I've added to my playlist after every episode if they're not already on there. The season, it didn't just deliver on the plot, it gave me layers of complexity in the storylines, in the style, y'all. And as such, it is one of the most binge-worthy shows of the year. Not enough people talk about this show, and it deserves it. But somebody know what's going on, because before we dive deep, yes, Hulu confirmed another season. Season 3 is on the way. I'm so excited about that. But today, we are going to wrap up season 2. So before we get into it, this review is full of spoilers. And by now, if you have not seen it, then who gives a damn if I spoil it for you? Never fear, I'm not revealing all of the tea. But anyway, I just want to give you a note that there's some spoilers happening. All right, so I'm gonna tell you about season 2 and all of its messy, sexy, stylish, fabulous glory. It was courtrooms, it was chaos. This season was defined by high stakes. So it opened with Jax Stewart, so that's our main character. And she picked up the pieces from last year's emotional roller coaster. Michael Ealy, them light eyes, like he had her going up and down and all around, and it was a whole bunch of things. If you didn't get a chance to see it, add that to the list as well. Go ahead and watch that as well. We find Jax at the beginning of this season. She's kind of grappling with her personal trauma, everything that she's been through. She's trying to juggle her motherhood, and she's returning to a job that is intense and it waits for no one. She is a force, this character, and she has a determination to push forward even when she isn't ready. And that actually is to her demise. Why do you feel the need to appear to be on at every single moment? But y'all know excellence and black excellence, y'all know, I don't care about it. I don't. So, and Jackson exudes that. She insists on that. So it actually annoys the hell out of me about this character, is that she's always pushing forward. She is the strong black woman character, and we leaving that behind, honey. You know, we decided that somebody need to send her the note that, you know, after November 6th of 2024, that's not what we're doing. But more on that later. Anyway, Jackson is determined to push forward. Her best friend Chanel, oh my gosh, she brought the drama with her toxic and now deceased husband, JT. And I know so many of y'all were screaming. I know I was like, why would you even go to the funeral for this guy? Like, he was terrible. But it was necessary, right? Because Chanel's arc this season, it was a masterclass in playing a woman who was on the edge. She did such a good job of this. Like last season, she was kind of like an airhead. But as the season progressed, we learned more about the layers of this character. And this season, she really brought it. There was a legal circus surrounding her case. And that is what pulled me in. And I know it'll pull y'all in as well if it didn't already. Jax's journey this season was about realizing herself. She admits that she's too close to Chanel's case And it's a moment of clarity that comes out after she has this emotionally draining roller coaster ride. I thought that her decision to step back and bring Corey in, it wasn't just wise, it was kind of a relief. Because watching Jax navigate her boundaries and maintaining her grit, to me, that was one of the highlights of the season. All right, so let's move on. Jax and Corey, the ship that never sailed, child. It never sailed. Now, let me pause here for a little bit of a rant, because apparently y'all like those. Corey, played by the ever delectable Morris Chestnut. Timeless.
And luckily, he was already a fan of Reasonable Doubt, which is amazing. It's so great to have Morris around because, again, not only is he like everybody else in this cast, so beautiful, so talented, so hardworking, but he's brought a really beautiful sense of generosity to the set. Like, he's really grateful to be here and really working so hard to offer everything that he has to the family that already existed that he walked into. So we're really lucky to have Morris. I know audiences are going to be excited to see Morris. He's a treat. He's a treat on screen and off.
Anywho, they had this tension that it made you want to shout at the screen.
We make a great team.
We do. And honestly, if I were doing this by myself, I don't know if I'd be able to handle it.
I was screaming in several scenes. From the moment that Corey appeared, good God, in his perfectly tailored suit. Let me tell you, I think it's in Morris Chestnut's contract that the suit must be perfectly tailored to his physique because, honey, he gave this quiet power and this undeniable charm. And I was rooting for them. Believe me, even though she married. Forget Lewis and his whiny energy. Jax and Corey, they have the makings of a power couple. They have ambition, they have chemistry. But no. We had to endure with Lewis sulking in the background doing dirt, while Jax and Corey, they were keeping it professional. I believe that an opportunity was missed. Infidelity be damned. The wardrobe. The wardrobe of Miss Jax was a masterclass in styling. Can we talk about it for a minute? So the costume designer, Provi Fulp, took it to the top this season. She delivered. Jax's wardrobe was everything. From the aloe yoga blazer that brought the laid-back athleisure to the Alexander McQueen rosette corsage blazer that screamed, I'm here, I mean business, and I'm expensive. The suits weren't just clothes though, they were armor for this character. And they signaled that Jax was about her business. She's ready to conquer any battle that you throw her way, even when her personal life was in shambles. We cannot forget the Sergio Hudson suit that she had on. It was like a light purple. It was a standout moment in sophistication and modernity. Corey's wardrobe, man, that man. As the elders say, he had it going on. His Tom Ford, his Armani suits, they spoke of this quiet luxury, and that was in sharp contrast to Lewis's more casual, but still fire. Corey's presence alone elevated his aesthetic, and it elevated the show's aesthetic. And it proves that the wardrobe, like his character, means business. How can anybody talk about Reasonable Doubt without thinking about one of the best albums of our lifetime, A Reasonable Doubt, all of the volumes? But that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is the soundtrack for this series. Every scene this season was perfectly underscored by music. You had Jill Scott's Golden, and then you had Meek Mill's Dreams and Nightmares. We all feel how we feel about Meek, but you cannot deny Dreams and Nightmares. I mean, we can't deny it. The music isn't just the background in this series, it's a character in itself. And what I love is that the tracks, they don't just enhance the scenes, they actually amplify the emotion that the characters are going through. And you get a sense of the stakes attached to what's happening. So you felt Jax's triumphs, her heartbreaks, and everything in between because of the music in the background. So let's talk about some themes and some takeaways. I mentioned the strong black woman trope and how we ain't feeling that. So I ain't even gonna hop on that, we're gonna move on. When it came to exploring these heavy themes of trigger warning, y'all, DV, systemic bias in the legal system, and inner turmoil of balancing your professional and your personal life. We could relate to any one of those themes. The show does a good job of handling topics like this without feeling preachy and authentically. It feels real, which is one of the many things that I love about it. The courtroom drama and the personal vendettas, those as well kept us on the edge of our seats. All of these issues that are real issues. So my thoughts wrapping up. Season 2 of Reasonable Doubt, it proved why this show, it deserves its place at the top of your watch list. It's not just this legal drama, and it's a testament to this show being well written, right? It's a layered exploration of power, resilience, identity, and that's all wrapped up in style and sexiness and killer soundtrack. It's everything. So as we're waiting for season 3 to start, we have to take a moment to appreciate the growth, the chaos, and yes, the missed romantic potential of Jax and Corey. I'm still not over it. But who knows? Hey, there's always hope for next season. We don't know. Y'all, if you haven't had a chance to do so, take time this weekend, this evening, whenever, to get into season 2. Trust me, you are going to be hooked from the first scene to the last. I promised y'all I wouldn't be on here for a long time, but for a good time. And I'm pretty sure I delivered on that. I hope y'all are enjoying your holiday. Share this with some of your girlies or your guys. Be sure to like and subscribe. And remember, you are capable of big things. I'll see y'all next time.